Well, we get to a developing story now on SportsCenter. Former Michigan coach Sherrone Moore appeared via video conference in a Michigan courtroom today. He has been charged with felony home invasion and misdemeanor counts of stalking and breaking and entering. Moore's bond has been set at $25,000. He's been in jail since Wednesday, hours after he was fired for having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Take a look at the timeline of events that led to the arraignment today. Moore fired as Michigan's coach just on Wednesday, with cause for him having that inappropriate relationship. He was then arrested later that afternoon and charged with felony home invasion and the misdemeanors of stalking and breaking and entering. Let's bring in our...
All right, let's pause right here, man. So Sherrone Moore crashed out hard as fuck. All right. Fired by Michigan with cause for a relationship with staff member Wednesday. So they said it was an inappropriate relationship. They were fucking, okay? They were having sex. And the likelihood is that this woman, they've probably been doing this for years, right? And she was with it at one point, and she is no longer with it, okay? Because she is no longer attracted to this man based on how he has behaved, okay? Matter of fact, let's keep going. I want to get the full story out here.
Our college football insider now, Pete Thamel. Really quick, Pete, you listened to the proceedings today. What stood out to you from what you heard?
Well, it was a very, very powerful moment today. The prosecutor in the case recounted the timeline of what happened after the firing of Sherrone Moore. And that included Moore going to the home of his former mistress, who had broken up with him earlier that week, quote, barging his way in. He went to the drawer in the kitchen, pulled out butter knives and kitchen scissors, and said, quote, "I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life." That obviously precipitated the call to the police, which led to Moore being arrested and jailed. And obviously, there was a very sullen Sherrone Moore who appeared on that video conference. He was wearing a white jumpsuit. His hands were folded. And it was a very surreal scene to see the coach, who was the coach at the University of Michigan, on Wednesday, awaiting arraignment today in Michigan.
Yeah, just awful and terribly sad to see what's gone on with Sherrone Moore in his life in the last couple of days.
So let's break this down. Let's figure out what really happened here. So he was having a relationship with a staff member. She broke up with him. They fired him after they found out about it. So some other people found out about it. It may have been going on for quite some time, but it all came to a head. He then went to her home, made a suicide threat, and then got arrested. There's so much fucking wrong with this. First off, okay, that's called the beta male. Y'all gonna hear more of that. This is beta male behavior. I like that. Beta male behavior. Y'all gotta stop this shit, bro. Like, the biggest thing here, the clearest red flag is, like, if you have to go to a woman's home and threaten to kill yourself in order to get her attention or whatever, bro, she don't like you like that. Leave her alone. My belief is that this man hates himself. I believe most men hate themselves. This man especially hates himself, because why would you go to this length in order to get this woman's attention? Why go to this length to get someone's attention who broke up with you, bro? She don't want you. It's okay. It's okay. So this is what happens when men are the pursuer. Okay, you get fixated on this woman and you're pursuing her, and the more you chase, right, the more she runs away. This is why it is very important that the man is the pursued, right? And this is why you like who likes you. This woman does not like him. That's why she broke up with you. And then to go to a woman's house, to barge in, to get a butter knife and say, "I'm gonna kill myself." This was an empty threat. This man wanted to feel significant. This man wanted to feel heard and seen, and he wanted her to care about him more than what she actually did. Okay. He probably feels his kids don't care about him. He probably feels like his wife doesn't care about him, and all these things. And he lost his job. He ended up losing a relationship with the chick. I don't know what's going to happen with his wife, but it's like, bro, no one woman is this important. And this is what happens when you get all fixated on one woman and trying to, convince her to like you, or convince her to want you, or convince her to open up to you sexually. That's not how you do it. You entertain the women who are sexually attracted to you, right? And his wife is probably at the point where she didn't want him anymore. So then he goes out and he's looking for other women who want him. And I'm assuming they were interacting, for years or something like that. And he also seems like the kind of guy who probably pressured her into a relationship with him, because the kind of guy who does that is probably the same kind of guy who shows up to your home, grabs a butter knife and says he's going to kill himself. Right. So he lost the relationship. He lost the job. And then he lost his freedom by going to jail. No woman is worth crashing out over. It's not that important, bro. Like, you got to like who likes you. You have to, guys, this is why it's so important that you learn how to attract your woman to you. Right. If you're married, because this channel is primarily for husbands. If you're married, it is very, very important. Your number one job is to sustain your wife's level of respect for you and sexual attraction to you. Because once that goes away, shit like this starts happening. Okay. If this woman was highly sexually attracted to him, he doesn't have to go to her. She's coming to him. If she's highly sexually attracted to him, she's not breaking up with him. He's breaking up with her. It's like, hey, get off me. You're doing too much. Right. He doesn't lose his job. She doesn't say anything to anyone because she doesn't want him to lose his job, right? This could have all been avoided if this man loved himself, okay? If he understood sexual attraction with women, okay? And to like who likes you, right? And if he understood what it takes to keep his woman sexually attracted to him. Okay. I am all for, doing what you're going to do with other women, even if you're a husband. Who cares? Just don't lie about it. And definitely don't pull up to her home and threaten to kill yourself. Like, no man who's threatened to kill himself in front of a woman really wants to kill himself. If you were going to kill yourself, you would have just killed yourself. You don't need to pull up in front of her to do it. So all of this is just a show for attention, right? This is all to get her validation, right? So if you know a guy like this, or if you know someone who knows a guy like this, hey, no. Tell them the Kingmaker said, don't do this. Stop. It's foolish. You need to love yourself, bro. Like, don't nobody want to deal with that. Okay. So these are my thoughts, man. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. Drop a comment below. Share this with somebody. Do y'all think this is the worst crash out of 2025? It's almost over. We only got it's the 12th. We got, I don't know, less than 21 more days, right? In the year of 2025, the worst crash out. He should feel ashamed of his goddamn self. Anyway, that has been the Kingmaker's thoughts. Y'all drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts.